Good morning, good morning. This is Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, four-time national judo champion, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt author, speaker, and coach. I am just left church this morning. Well, in the process of leaving right now. Had to refill my spiritual vat so that I have something to pour out during the week. And what's going on, Thomas? What's going on, Brandon? I get a lot of calls during the week, and I even got an email today, and pardon the rain, about is judo or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or karate or are these which of these arts, out of all the arts around, which are the best for self-defense? And let me pause here parenthetically to ask you, please forward this to your page or some people around, because this particular message everybody needs to get. When you really look at it, all right, at the end of the day, and I tell everybody this, the number one self-defense exercise that you need to invoke and employ in your life they put you in a situation that there's no amount of self-defense training that's going to help you. If you can't walk up a flight of steps, if you cannot run a lap on a track, if you gotta, rock back and push your hands off your knees in order to get up from a couch, you need not worry about self-defense. I mean, it's impossible for you to defend yourself. At its core, any level of quality physical activity and quality health and wellness practices are going to fall under the beginning progressions of self-defense. There are not too many of you who can run and grab an offensive lineman off of the New England Patriots and take his wallet out of his pocket in his face and then run off or take something from him. It's just not going to happen, because that person is in great shape and can defend themselves. More often than not, the people that we get in our dojo or the people who come into our facilities, they are not in great shape. There's no sense in teaching a palm strike or elbow strike there's no sense in teaching any of that. If you look at the animal kingdom on the basic level, the lion does not see the antelope or the zebra and pick out the strongest one in the bunch. They do not. They pick out the weakest one, and then from that, what's going on, Sensei Neil Adams? And then from that, they make their decision on which of the weaker ones they want to attack. So when people come for self-defense, I don't care if it's for judo or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or karate, as instructors, it's our first job not to teach falls or not to teach. It's our first job to speak to the students and our clients about personal empowerment first. Personal empowerment, personal responsibility, self-love. Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, do you love yourself? Yes. Do you love your child? Yes. Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, if you love your child, signing your child up in this program is going to be absolutely fantastic. But Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, I need you to do something as well. If you love little Johnny, I need more vegetables and more fruits, and I need you all to be the leader inside of your home in terms of personal empowerment from a health and wellness standpoint. Because it doesn't matter what I teach little Johnny if he cannot do the work. And you are the best examples in the house that little Johnny had. That is the first line of self-defense. People are, what's the best exercise? The best exercises are you paying attention to your knife and your fork curls and your spoon curls. That is the best. It is absolutely the best. I'm telling you right now, and I'm gonna say it in such a respectful way. In the sport that I'm in, we have a international governing body, okay? And in that international governing body, they have meetings, and we have an individual who's on the mat, and he cannot move well, nor can he demonstrate techniques, and the community does not give the feedback to this individual nor the board on an international level because most people are scared to give them the feedback. But the honest to goodness truth is you need to have a better representation in that space who can move better on the mat doing the moves and demonstrating the techniques, because it just looks bad. It looks like if these are the exemplars of the sport and these people are actually teaching at its core, judo is still a self-defense modality that we soften in order to play war games or sport. We need better representation for that. Because at the highest level, we have people who cannot move, who cannot function. So when you ask me what I need for self-defense, what you need for self-defense, you need health and wellness. This may have not been an issue in 1945. It may not have been an issue in 1950. But as we look at the global increase of obesity, the global increase of diabetes, the global increase of people with extreme BMIs, myself included, okay? Because, man, I fought judo at 100 kilos, which is 220 pounds, and now I walk around at 240 pounds, and I'm only 5'8". Do I need to lose some more weight? Yes. Do I need to pay attention to my knife and fork curls better than I do? Yes. As I'm older, do I need to do different things in terms of my eating habits so that I continue to move well? Yes. So that I can continue to defend myself? Yes. Do I see my ability to defend myself decreasing as I get older based upon, in correlation with the things that I'm eating? Yes. I need to personally make better choices as well. The food's changed. Things have changed. Getting people in your gym and trying to teach them a jab and a cross and a hook and all these other things. Man, the people move their arms, their heart rate goes up, their hands are on their knees. That you're not teaching that person self-defense. That's not what that person needs. That is one of the elements to complement some of the things that they need, but that's not what they need. They need some personal empowerment. They need to think differently about themselves. That is the part that's missing on the instructional piece in martial arts today. Martial arts they've changed. Man, they've changed. The martial arts have changed. People come into my dojo, they say, well, the referee yesterday at the tournament says, well, man, how do your kids get so energetic and enthused when they're on the mat? I mean, they fight, they're so tenacious. What do you do? I said, well, I removed all the break falls for the first 6-7 months of training. He said, don't tell me that. I said, yes, of course. I said, there's 4 pillars of human movement. There's push-pull, there's locomotion, there's rotation, and there's level change. There's almost zero locomotion in judo. There's a little bit, the level change is gone. There's only push-pull and rotation. I grab dummies. I let the kids throw the dummies over and over and over again. Is the technique perfect? No, I'm not concerned because they need to move more. And there's no Olympic champions at 6, 7, 8, and 9 years old. They need to move, throw.